So today we asked the question, why is the area of a triangle half of the base times the height? So before we go over this, I wanted to discuss what a square unit is. And so when we talk about units, we are talking about a 1 by 1 square. And this was decided by many people a long time ago. So that's just the way it is, and that's what we'll be using, like most people, for this calculation. So here we have a triangle. Here's the base. So to find the area of a triangle, the first thing you need to do is reflect it. So it's on its side or on top of it. This makes a parallelogram. And then after this, what you need to do is you need to find the lowest point and the highest point and kind of lob that off that triangle and move it over so you have a rectangle. And so with this rectangle, you can measure the number of units of the length, the number of units of the width, and multiply. By multiplying, you're finding all of the square units in here. But that isn't just how we find it. We have to multiply by 1/2 because remember we reflected it here. And so really we found the area of both of these and we just wanted that one. So that's why we have to multiply by 1/2 because we have 2. So the base. You can have any side be the base because, so this is kind of a triangle that we just did. But let's say we flipped it over, and so this was the base, the long side. Well, you can still make it into a parallelogram by reflecting it, lobbing it off, and moving it so you can see there's a rectangle, and then you just continue to do the process. Yay, any side can be a base. All right, so let's say you have this skinny triangle. So you can't really use the same method we used for the other one, but we can do something else to find the area of it. So what you want to do is you want to imagine a right triangle a part of this thin triangle, and that's just the fun part of math. Once you do that, you can find the area of this whole triangle, including the sliver. After you find that area, you can then find the area of just this part. Oh, and renaming this Big B. Another fun part of math is that we can rename stuff. So with those two triangles, once you subtract them, you are left with the little sliver. And so you are left with the calculation of that area. And so to put this into an equation, half of big B plus little b times an h times the height is this one. Half of big B little h, this triangle, and you subtract the 2. So with the distributed law, you can, so I gotta get my pencil or my pen here. You can distribute, you don't have to distribute that one, and you're left with this equation. And this cancels out this, and so you're left with half of the base times the height is the area of that triangle, which is what we have up here from the start. So yay, it all works out.